Hi, welcome to Dot EDU. My name is Breezy Straton. I'm with Mercer University's Douglas County Regional Academic Center. I'd like to take a moment and tell you just a little bit about Mercer University, our history, and our history here in Douglas County. Mercer University was founded in 1833 in Penfield, Georgia. Now, I know you don't know much about Penfield, but what you may know is that we moved to Macon, Georgia in 1871, which is where we have our historic day campus for the traditional college student from 18 to 22. We also have a graduate campus in Atlanta, which focuses on graduate programs in education, business, physical therapy, theology, nursing, pharmacy. We have a variety of undergraduate programs there as well. But here in Douglas County, we've been in Douglas County since 1994, and at our current location on Blairsbridge Road in Lithia Springs since 1997. We offer 13 different degree programs there, ranging from undergraduate to graduate programs. So if you're interested in becoming a counselor or a law enforcement, a teacher, going into business, entrepreneurship, human resources management, a variety of programs that we offer there, I'd like you to check us out at www.mercer.edu. Go to the admissions tab, and you can either go to our traditional undergraduate page, which is for the Macon location, or you can go to the Working Adults page for the Douglas County location. That page will offer you information on how to get information sent to you or to apply for one of our programs at the Douglas County location. On today's program, we will have 3 faculty members from 3 of our colleges represented at the Douglas County location. We have Dr. Karen Davis from the Tift College of Education, Dr. Lynn Tankersley from the College of Continuing Professional Studies Public Safety Degree Program, and Dr. Michael Weber from the Stetson School of Business and Economics. I hope you enjoyed today's Dot EDU.
Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Davis in the Tift College of Education with Mercer University. I've been with Mercer for 12 years. I teach language and literacy education, which basically means that I have an expertise in teaching children how to read and write, and so work with pre-service teachers to improve students' achievement in reading and writing skills. We have many undergraduate and graduate programs at Mercer. And also, if you already have your college degree, you can still come to Mercer just for your certification in teaching. So please come see us, be the bear, and we want you at our campus. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Dot EDU. I'm Kellie Hunter, host of Dot EDU today, and joining me in the studios, first up with the Mercer University staff and faculty is Dr. Karen Davis. Welcome to the show with us.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
As we were discussing earlier, you've been on board with the faculty for over 12 years at Mercer.
I have. I love Mercer.
Do you? Mm-hmm. That's great to know. Give us a little bit of your background, some of your history. So what are some of the things that you have taught and accomplished over those last 12 years?
Okay. I am at the Douglas County location. As most of you know, Mercer is in both Macon and Atlanta, and then we have other satellite campuses. And I've been at the Douglas location for 12 years. I teach teacher education courses. So at Mercer, in the Tift College of Education, which is the Department of Education, we have 5 programs, 3 in undergraduate and 2 in graduate.
All right, well, tell me a little bit a difference between the undergrad program as well as the graduate program. So any of our viewers that are looking, getting the information out, how they can plan their career path.
Sure. At the undergraduate level, that would be for folks that have finished high school, and you may have some college credit, but you haven't completed your bachelor's degree. So if you were interested in becoming a teacher, then you would want to come into the undergraduate program. In the Tift College of Education, we have 3 programs. So we have an early care and education program, we have an elementary education program, and then we also have a middle grades program. And that's divided up basically by the certificate levels from the Professional Standards Commission with the state of Georgia. So for example, if you have a love and a passion for infants, toddlers, preschoolers, and pre-K children, then you would want to major in early care and education. if your love and passion for teaching children pre-K to 5th graders, then you would want the early childhood certification program. And that program is actually a dual certification, because we also add into that, without taking any extra courses, we just basically use the electives, and we do a dual program where you get also special education general curriculum, which means that you just help students that need a little bit of assistance. They're not mildly or moderately handicapped, but they would be in with the regular children. And so that's a really nice component to have, particularly when you're competing for a job. And then the middle school education is for those that have a true passion for 4th to 8th graders.
All right. So then the careers that you could advance yourself toward based on those certification levels is really, give us an idea of some of those different careers that are out there available.
The different careers for education would be primarily either you could work in a child care center, as a teacher, as a lead teacher. You could work in an elementary school, and you could also work in a middle school. There are some other diverse experiences where you could even work down, for the state penitentiary and the youth detention centers. They have their own schools that are part of the county, but you're not actually located at the school.
All righty. And if I'm a viewer, why Mercer? Why would I look in this direction into this campus?
Why not Mercer? Mercer is definitely a wonderful place, and I think the beauty of Mercer is that you only have to attend class 2 nights a week. And so it's very doable, for those that are working full-time and have other commitments with family and job.
Sure.
While they're, transitioning and thinking about getting into another job, or for, people that, went down one career track and have now decided that they want teaching and, coming to us as a second career.
And that's really not unpopular, that somewhere down the line you see a lot of adults determining that maybe teaching in the education field is more of a career path that they look.
Yes, absolutely. It's a wonderful career. I was in education. I taught elementary school and I taught middle school before I transitioned at the college level. And I can't imagine doing anything else. And going 2 nights a week, all of our classes start at 5:30 and get out at 9:45. So you come right after work, and attending 2 courses a week actually is considered full-time. That is a full-time student. So you still take the same amount of coursework within a given semester as a traditional student, but you're just biting off 2 courses at a time, and you're attending those classes for a longer amount of time in the evening.
Right. And how long do those class periods run? Are y'all on a semester basis?
We're on a semester basis, but it's divided up into 2 8-week sessions.
Okay.
So you would take 2 courses in the first session for 8 weeks, and then there'd be like a 2-day break, and then there would be the second session for 8 weeks, and then you would go 2 nights a week. And the other advantage is, you would come for your general core, and your general core you might go on a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday, but then once you got accepted into the College of Education, then you're with a cohort, so you're traveling with the same people, and you really do, I know it sounds a little hokey, but you really do become a family with the other students that you're with, and you travel together, going through the classes and all the way up through graduation.
So you end up being a support group for each other,
Absolutely.
tutors for each other, and
Absolutely.
everything that you need.
And then we have 2 wonderful graduate programs. Our graduate programs, we have a Master of Education graduate program, and then we also have an Education Specialist program. Both of those programs are 1 year only, and they are online primarily.
Oh my.
It's a hybrid format, so the courses are online, and that might scare some people. I was scared at first when I was told that I was going to be teaching online, but it's very doable, it's easy, and it does not take away from the rigor of the course. It's wonderful. In the graduate programs, we offer, we have optional classes, and it's a face-to-face. So if you were a student and you're taking my
reading methods course at the master's level. And you're working with a small group of children in your classroom, because most of our students are teaching during the day, and then they're doing the master's program, you know, at home and in the evenings and weekends.
Okay.
We do have one face-to-face required session that meets once a semester on a Saturday. But other than that, then you would just come see me on an individual basis as needed by you or by me, you know, if you were having difficulty with the course. We have these optional classes that meet every other Monday from 4 to 7 if you were in the master's program, and then if you were in the ed specialist program, then that would be every other Tuesday.
Well, it sounds like this program is very highly geared toward advancing educators on into the next level.
It is definitely advancing your teaching and just sort of improving your craft and learning more about what methods work for children so that you can take directly back into the classroom. We work very closely with Douglas County School System. They are our partners, and we meet with them, you know, twice a year to make sure that what we are teaching in our courses is exactly what Douglas County wants to see as the teachers are working with the children. So, you know, there's a nice blend of, you know, we all have the same philosophies and beliefs as far as how we can best help support the students of Georgia, but particularly the students of Douglas County.
Well, very good. It sounds like a great program that you guys have outlined there, 12 years of faculty service there. Thank you for that dedication to the Mercer staff and to our community.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us on Dot EDU.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Great. We'll be back with more Dot EDU.
Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Weber with Mercer University Stetson School of Business and Economics. I've been with Mercer for about 7 years, and I invite you to come out to the Douglas campus to find out more about School of Business programs. We've got great programs in accounting, marketing, management, and so forth. All great programs to help you succeed in your business career. I invite you to find out more information on all of our programs on Facebook or other social media. In particular, check us out at www.mercer.edu.
Welcome back to Dot EDU. Joining me now in the studios, another faculty member with the Mercer University, is Dr. Michael Weber. You're with the Stetson School of Business and Economics, 7 years on faculty with the Mercer University systems. Tell us a little bit about what you do and the Business of Economics.
Well, thank you for having me here today. The last 7 years has been quite wonderful. I love Mercer University. Basically, you know, I teach in all the different campuses. I do teach at Douglas, also down in Macon, in Atlanta, in Savannah, and now in Noonan. So we get around the state a little bit, but certainly we love the folks in Douglas. And specifically, I like to teach anything marketing. So that's basically my specialty, and we teach at the BBA level, which is what we have in Douglasville. We also have MBA programs and professional MBA and executive MBA all around the state. So it's quite a diverse set of programs that we have.
Tell me a little bit, you say you like to teach marketing, relating it to our current economic situation and status?
Oh, of course.
How do you relate that?
We're always trying to find some topics that are particularly relevant and in the times of where we are right now. So for instance, I just finished up a social media class.
Oh my,
so
yes.
I made the students actually have to set up Facebook pages, which you might assume they already have Facebook pages, but these are actually ones where people can't be their friends but can only like them, and it has to be set up in a professional demeanor. We also did YouTube, and we did Twitter, and we did Pinterest and so forth. And the one interesting thing from the YouTube was I made everyone do a 30-second to a 1-minute video about themselves as a professional interview. One of the students got a job from their YouTube video. So I thought it was very interesting.
Very new, great concept, video resume.
Yes, a video resume, exactly what it was, yeah.
So using the technology of the day.
Yes.
To actually help enter that workforce.
Right, and make them get hands-on. And what we find are that employers are saying, what is your social media experience? Even if you're not really going into marketing or not. And it's not that we've done social media for companies or not, but companies actually like to see, well, what is your social media presence? Not just from the bad things that we hear in the media, but from their experience and exposure and the ability to possibly manage it for them.
Right.
So we're really seeing that as a great attribute.
Well, tell me some of the careers that you see a lot of your students moving into as they go through the program there?
Well, specifically from Douglas, what we're seeing is folks are going into operations management, organization management. That's a big field right there. I see a lot of people going into accounting. And the other big area is entrepreneurship. A lot of folks in Douglas County are opening their own businesses. And the interesting thing is that what we see is that those people who have an undergrad degree in business are statistically much more likely to succeed in their small business ownership. So this is the real key to success.
So they get the backbone structure of what it takes to actually run a business.
Sure.
There's,
And most importantly, the planning, to plan up front. So you create your plan, you run the business based on the plan, and you're much more likely to succeed.
so a business strategy.
Yes,
And
exactly.
development, I'm guessing.
Exactly.
So that's included in your course
Oh
development.
yeah,
coursework as well.
every course we try to have a very hands-on approach with the students so that they can do marketing plans or business plans and so forth. And we often encourage the students to do the business plan or marketing plan on a business they're thinking about opening in the future.
As an entrepreneur.
Yeah, as an entrepreneur.
Very good. Well, tell me, can you give some idea of some of the companies or the market that some of your students have actually moved into? That that you mentioned the student who used the video resume as a sense to hire. What kind of line of work?
Actually, this student went to work for a furniture manufacturing company. And when he went for the interview, everybody was at least 20 years older than him, but they were very excited to have somebody younger on staff in order to manage their whole web presence, basically. So although they had a traditional showroom where you have all the furniture laid out, they had the online version of it too, and then they were using social media to drive people to the website specifically. So.
Well, that online presence is definitely a key success factor for businesses.
Sure, across all industries.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, tell our viewing audience, why would you recommend Mercer University?
Well, the number one reason is because of the faculty. They spend so much quality time with the students. They're always available. It's a very personable type of relationship that you have with your faculty. So whatever questions, whatever issues, we're always there to help. So.
It sounds like you mentioned the 7 different campuses that you actually are able to use your skills at and be on board. How does that management of that affect? Does that affect the student base?
Oh no, because at each particular location, the students get all the attention that they need. The faculty are there, faculty are available, faculty are regularly at the Douglas Center, for instance, here.
Well, very good. So if you're looking for business,
if you're looking for management, marketing, economics, finance, accounting, human resource management, the School of Business has it for you.
So it's a nice long list.
It is.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you for joining us today, sharing that information with our viewing audience. And we'll be back with more Dot EDU.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lynn Tankersley from Mercer University's College of Continuing and Professional Studies. I'm an assistant professor of criminal justice and public safety, and I've been with Mercer for 5 years. One of my favorite courses to teach is criminology, where we look at the theories of why an individual might commit a certain type of crime. We can better understand what types of unmet needs that individual might be looking for through the crimes that they commit. This is just one of the many things one of the courses that we teach at Mercer University, and we would love to see you at our campuses here in Douglas County.
All right, welcome back to Dot EDU. Joining me in this segment, in this interview, is Dr. Lynn Tankersley, 5 years with the Mercer University establishment on faculty and staff, and you're in the Public Safety Law Enforcement Department and area.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Thank
right.
you for having us here.
Great. Okay, I'm going to slide one in there. You mentioned your prior background, and you were a former
Prison warden
Okay.
in Texas.
In Texas, okay, very good. So, what a great connection.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I went into the teaching field. I have only ever worked in the field of corrections and then now in college. So it's my area of passion kind of parlayed over into teaching. So.
Well, very good. How did you make the connection with Mercer as a faculty?
Well, I knew of Mercer in Texas because of the Baptist connection, and we had a very strong criminal justice program, and so my area of corrections, we didn't have a faculty member in that area, so I was able to
kind of fill a need for that area of teaching interest.
All right. Well, as our viewers are looking and they're thinking criminal justice, that type background, law enforcement, public safety, tell me some of the things that the Mercer University programs offer, why that would be a draw or a pull for them.
Well, the public safety area is very broad. It doesn't just include law enforcement or corrections, it also includes fire science and emergency services and even emergency management. So the way I always mention the public safety program is, if you think of when you call 911, you don't just get someone from the sheriff's department or the police department, you also might get someone from the fire department or in an ambulance, or even when we had the floods here in Douglas County a few years ago,
Right.
it's a mass effort coordination, and that's what public safety is. And so that is the area that we focus on, are all of the different aspects and the different agencies that respond to keeping the public safe. And that's something we really want to focus on here in Douglas County.
All right. So I'm guessing from your answer there and all of the different agencies that you outlined and mentioned, those are all possible career paths through this program.
Absolutely. And so we have students who do want to do the traditional law enforcement track or go into crime scene investigation, but then we have those who want to go into fire science, or they're currently working in the field of fire science, or they're currently working as a paramedic. And so we have a very flexible degree program that targets those who are currently working in the field but still want to go back and get their bachelor's degree or master's.
Okay. And do any of those specialties build on one another, course load wise?
Yes, we actually are focused on not only the public safety aspects, but also ethics and leadership. And a sister program that we have, organizational leadership, we have some of the similar courses, or we share some courses, so that we're not only focusing on public safety, but also on leadership development. So that if the student wants to go into more of a management type position, they will have coursework on those in that area as well.
Okay, so it's definitely designed to help them advance through their current career position and climbing the ladder, so to speak.
Yeah, yes, nice. Yes, and a lot of our students, they may have gotten into their field of employment at a young age, 18, 20, but not have gotten their degree. And so we kind of are, because we are geared towards working adults, we have a lot of online options for them, and we want to help them not only capitalize on their past experience that they've got, but also using their degree to maybe advance either from a training perspective or from a leadership into like mid-level management, or even into upper management positions.
Well, and as we were speaking earlier too, you also mentioned several local Douglas County people that our viewers would be able to connect with and recognize that have used the educational services there at Mercer.
Yes, ma'am. Chief Deputy Stan Copeland with the Douglas County Sheriff's Department is one of the Mercer alums from the Douglas County campus. Okay. And then Chief Womack with the Douglasville Police Department is also a Mercer alum from the Douglas County campus. So okay. We're educating leaders here in Douglas County. So.
Right. I think we also mentioned Major Graff was
yes.
from the Douglasville Police Department as well.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
It sounds like a very good joint effort there
Yes.
with the established Mercer University system
yes.
with the different agencies here locally.
Right, correct.
All right. Well, Dr. Lynn Tankersley, thank you for sharing that information with us. If you had to give like a selling plug for Mercer University to a viewer, what would that be?
Well, all of Mercer faculty have what we consider real-world experience. So while I was a warden in Texas, we also have a former district attorney on faculty, and we have prior law enforcement officers and someone who worked with the federal agencies. And so we bring a depth to the classroom that we can, we have the textbook knowledge, but we can also show you how it looks in the real world and how that real-world applicability or applications fit in with the textbook knowledge.
How they marry together.
Yes.
Exactly. Well, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And we'll be back to give you more information about Mercer University with Breezy Straton right after this.
Thank you for joining us on today's Dot EDU with Mercer University. If you want more information about the degree programs offered by Mercer University at the Douglas County location, please go to www.mercer.edu/working adults. Fall semester 2012 is starting soon. It's not too late. Remember, go to www.mercer.edu/workingadults or stop by our location on Blairsbridge Road in Lithia Springs anytime to see me, Breezy Straton, the admissions counselor for the Douglas County Regional Academic Center. I want to help you become a student at Mercer University, where you can be the bear.